Hey yo, hi. Welcome, welcome. Let's see what's gonna happen here. Let me adjust some of the settings. I'll be right there with everybody. I can see that, yeah, everything is working just fine. It's maybe a little loud. Let me lower it right here. Okay, okay. Very early, yeah. I mean, I'm on time. How about you? I was just posting stuff on Twitter. I just noticed that the PNG tuber is right there in the in the home page. But that's fine. Anyways, let me do some final checkups and I'll be right there with everyone in like less than a minute. Here we go again. That's great. Oh, a lot of stream avatars in here. Nice, 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 nice. It's been getting crowded lately. Very, very crowded. Okay. Here we are, here we are, here we are. 1 and a 2 and okay, I'm ready. I was just making sure that everything is okay. I don't know, tonight's one of those nights that okay, I'll explain it in front of everyone. Ready? 3, 2, and 1. Hey, hey! Hey, hey! Welcome, welcome! Another Sunday night. Sunday night doing this thing that we have been doing for 32 weeks in a row, baby. I can't believe I have not missed a single night. Let's go. Hello, hello to you too. Hi, Maiden, hi, Mekoa. And hello to everyone in the stream avatars as well. And hello to all of you who watch after the stream, of course, because we all have busy lives. And speaking of busy lives, this is gonna be one heck of a busy podcast. Like more busier than usual. It's not gonna be like overly long. It's gonna be almost the usual time, but there's like too much to talk about. For some reason, like it's the first week of the year and it's already starting with a banger. Like holy crap, there's so much going on in terms of like my own life. I'm not sure about you or everyone else. I'm pretty sure that eventually some of you are going to be starting new work, new classes. There's people already starting the classes. It's different. I'm not so used to how it works in the US because, some classes start very early. There was this one comment that caught me by surprise when I read it. I don't know if it was in my Discord or someone else's Discord, and I completely lost track. But that someone said that people, I don't know, I think it was Japan, that they take classes almost like near the end of December, and I'm like, holy crap, what? Shouldn't it be like before mid-December? It's so weird. College starts this week. Yeah, thank you for confirming that. Anyways, welcome to another episode of the In-SAIN podcast. Tonight, I am your host, SainCisco. There's been an abundance of SainCisco this week, and I'm saying that because of Twitter. I think I should move the little PNG tuber. I think it's on the way of whatever's on the table. I just had it there because it looks nice. It's time to bring back Paper Sain. Let me introduce Paper Sain to everybody, as it was theme, the name. Okay, where is that little window so I can move Paper Sain around? PNG tuber. There we go. Yeah, but don't get in front of the subscribe button too either. Okay. It was just blocking the Wolfie one. You know what? It's okay right there. Never mind. I think it's perfect right there. I'm a little scuffy right now. Speaking of scuff, I have for the past like 2 days, almost 3 days now, I've been having some incredible neck pain and also some pain on my head. Like holy crap, I can't even. It's too much. I don't know what happened. What did I do? Maybe I've been sleeping wrong, or maybe I've been like overdoing it. I'm not sure what I've been doing differently, to be honest. It's not the typical pain in the head that everybody's always concerned about when it comes to me, but it's overwhelming. I do worry about finally nailing that job and not having time to stop anymore. It's totally fine, Maiden. It's totally fine. Like I said, the things change. It's all right. I know you're all, I know you enjoy the content a lot. So it's okay. It's okay. You can always watch the VODs if I have them, the clips. Trust me, your contribution and participation in many streams here and on Twitch have been amazing, and also the art and everything. I am eternally grateful. If you disappear from my side one of these days, I hope that at least makes up for it. My words. No, I'm just joking. I'm joking. I shouldn't be calling it out like that. But I hope that actually it benefits you. I hope that the job does amazing for you, that it's not too difficult of pain. You're washed up. You're tired. Don't worry. Relax. Sit back and allow me to, lay this wave of information on you. Speaking of information, let's start here with the housekeeping, of course. As I already mentioned earlier, and I have to repeat this, of course, I usually do, but this time I have to give a shout out to like all the people that follow me recently on YouTube, on Twitter, on Twitch. I have been getting an outstanding amount of notifications. Like, holy crap. This week has been really good for my algorithm. I probably hit a good vein in I probably hit a good vein on Twitter, and I've been getting a pretty big amount of follows. So yeah, I'm actually very, very happy about that. I forgot to post this on Facebook. I usually forget Facebook. Facebook is the last place I think about when it comes to VTuber stuff. It's usually Twitter or Discord or any stuff like that. More than that, I don't do much. Let me check on the comments as well. What's going on here? Oh, never mind. If you hear the audio double, my apologies. I'm just trying to do some stuff here that I should not be doing on stream. There goes my scuff. If anyone don't know my personality, this is very normal, by the way. Very, very normal when it comes to me. Yeah, like I said, I stream on Twitch. That is twitch.tv/SainCisco. Yes, I am also there. I'm also on Instagram. I'm also on TikTok. I'm also everywhere else. I've been posting just a little bit more everywhere else, just little by little. And it's been good. I started this year motivated. The beginning of this week for me was very, very frustrating. I have been... Oh, the audio's good. Oh my goodness, thank you. Thank you. I forgot to ask, but I had it in my mind the entire time. So like I said, what was it again? Damn it. I lost my train of thoughts by reading that comment. Like I said, I hit a good vein somewhere on the algorithm, and it gave me like an outstanding amount of followers on Twitter, which is really good. It's making me look great. I've been posting a lot of memes with SainCisco, a lot of VTuber stuff, usually, and just promoting my stuff, and we hit some new goals. I can't believe it. We're almost there to like New Year's resolution plan has begun. It's been rolling good. At least you don't have to worry about being in the wrong category. We made a joke about we had a really good joke about that, but it was like kind of personal. I felt a little bad joking about that because there's some people that are, I'm not talking about anyone here, it's just someone else who always like calls out like the category in everyone's stream, not just mine. And it's like, well, come on. Never mind. I better stop there before some people notice who I'm talking about. Anyways, like I said, this person is not here. Don't worry about that. Hey, yo, Kipi. Hello, Jose. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the podcast. I've said before many times that I am very happy about all the things that have been happening around me. I'm satisfied with the growth that I've been having, just slowly, little by little. I'm fine with it. But the amount of, like I said, I'm regurgitating. I'm just saying way too much. But yeah, I'm just really happy about that. I'm excited. And I hope I keep that train going. But please, for the love of God, don't do what I did at the beginning of this week. At the beginning of this week, I overestimated how much work I had. My scuffiness, my ADHD started to move around stuff around the house. And as some of you may be noticing, we have a poll, and it's related to the first topic that I'm going to be briefly touching. And that is the spring cleaning. It's not even spring, it's technically winter. Isn't spring like at the beginning of March? I don't know why I'm gonna call it spring cleaning, because I'm just so used to like the beginning of the year kind of being like spring, you know. It's all that nonsense about new plans and new things that you gotta do. So I'm doing that thing right now where I am like cleaning a lot of things that are in my closet everywhere else, just moving stuff around. So I have like piles of like figures and collector things that I want to like either keep or either sell or display in a different way. And yes, actually, one of the biggest topics that I want to touch on today is about minimalism and my takes on it and my experiences. So yeah, It's also on the thumbnail. It was requested in the mailbag. And by the way, since we were also in a part of the housekeeping, don't forget that we also have a Discord. It's the easiest way for me to remember the podcast mailbag. You can either send it there, or you can send me a message privately and I'll read it. But just remember to always remind me that it's part of the podcast. And if you want to be anonymous as well. The reason I'm saying all these things is because there's so many new followers. I was a little nervous of who am I gonna see today that is like absolutely completely new. Who has not been here for more than a month watching my podcast and all that stuff? I'm really glad that some of you are enjoying it. Yeah, I appreciate that. But yeah, as I said, let's go and start with some of the biggest topics that I have right here. And as usual, I already mentioned, I'm gonna read some of the mailbag. I'm gonna pick the big one for a little bit later. But right now, let's see what we got here. I'm gonna start reading some of the comments and then get onto that. The Vaporeon meme killed you. Yeah, that was a really good one. It's fitting because I'm a fucking sea creature, and I'm like, why didn't I think about this before? I should have done this meme before. So people really hate that meme, but whatever. I don't care. The chair, yeah, it is winter. Ayo Retro, welcome to the stream. Yeah, the feng shui. Thank you. That word was stuck. It was stuck in my mind for a little bit. The feng shui. Feng shui really, it's all about changing that energy that you have. It really does. You may think that something as little as like changing where your bed positioning in may not be like too much, but it really does. It really makes you. It really provides some kind of like boost for you once you do little stuff like that. I'll explain that in more detail. I'm like jumping way too much, more than usual. Let me try to make an attempt to go little by little and explain all the topics. All right. So what do we got here? Okay. Your poor room, I need to get it super clean, especially during the humidity and the mold problems. Yes, that is a big problem. Even I get some mold problems a little bit. I'm a bit of a clean freak when it comes to most things, but when it comes to like those edges that are around the house, I'm like, because I have patterns. I have patterns to clean my house often. I'm not someone, when I see stuff on the floor, I try to pick it up as much as usual. But the corners, like my workstations, because I have many workstations. I have one in the office that I use for streaming, and I have one in my room, and I have one in another room. And those workstations that I have are very messy. They're very messy, but it's what I like to call an organized mess, because there's things there that I'm gonna start picking and nitpicking and realizing if I needed to do something with it. Like for example, the biggest one for all of us gamers and anime fans. We got too many games, too many anime figures, too many collector cards, and they're all over the place. But I don't have them in the floor. I have them literally like on different tables, but they're not on my my bookshelves or anything like that. I am actually just trying to organize them just little by little. Need to clean. Brain says no half of the time. Yeah. You really need to open the gates that allows you to get the impulse to clean. And here's the thing that sucks the most. Once you get it done, you're gonna be like, that didn't even take that long. It's the first step is always the difficult when it comes to stuff like that. And yeah. So let's see some of the mailbags and then we'll touch on some of the topics. I actually have some good things to say. But okay, hold on, let's see here. Why am I looking at a YouTube video on my phone? No, okay, everybody. Let's see. This question's from Miss on Discord. So what kind of SainCisco, what kind of stories do you prefer when it comes to romance and love stories? Are they better if they have a tragic spin to them, or a big conflict of some sort? Or do you prefer them to be happy slice of life with mundane issues and first world problems? I realize what you're going here with. It's two vastly different topics. What do I prefer when it comes to like those simple stories that don't have to do with like super shonen, super action? And it's always about the delivery. Definitely, it's always 100% about the delivery. It's not really about how, if I prefer one or the other. Because there's people, I understand why there's people who do not prefer to have a love story that has someone either passing away or dying or gravely injured, because sometimes it feels so forced. Like, I want to say like over half of the time. If I were to drop a percentage, I'd be like 80% of the time, some deaths feel a little forced. It happens a lot in telenovelas. Like you see like the most like goofy ass character dying in the most uncanny way. Yeah, it's just like that. But I understand this is why we have a bad stigma when it comes to watching tragic deaths in love stories or in slice of life. They feel forced. If anyone has watched the series Your Lie in April, here's a big spoiler, by the way. I think that story did it good because it was you were forced. They were foreshadowing the main plot of that story, and they did it so good, and it hits you so hard, and that's why I really enjoy that one. But Your Lie in April, and that anime, pretty good. It really hit hard. I can't deny. Gurren Lagann and Darling the Franxx are examples of tragic deaths. But you're talking about animes that are more like... I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about there, Jose. But those are like... what's it called? Those are more like shonen action anime that they have, whatever the hell going on with them. Yeah, that's a 10-year-old spoiler. 9 times out of 10, it's actually a bad... it's badly done. I get it. No love story, heartbroken too much. I see. Well, yeah, that's what the question is about. It's a really good question. What do you all think about that? Do you agree with what I just said? It's all about the delivery. Because I am okay with them. I'm okay with the death of a character in a love story. It all depends in the end of how it's done. Let's not have it be too forced. And yeah, welcome people. You love. All right, so let's go to the next question. Let's see what we got here. When is SainCisco getting a pop-up book? Same jump scare every time. I do jump scares every time. My VTuber glitch a lot. Isn't that pop-up enough? Do you think about... Okay, so this is another funny question. So, Sain, do you think dying because of a succubus counts as a yeah, I think that word is a no-no on on YouTube. Okay. That reminds me of another topic. I'll be touching on that one later. I'm just gonna say it. Screw it. So here's a question. So same. Do you think dying by a succubus counts as suicide? Because technically, I count it as dying from pleasure, death followed by peace of void. Huh. Well, is it though? Yeah, I think it does count as that, to be honest, because it's, you're literally giving up your life. So it is. It counts as one. It's not like what's it called? Even though the person was consenting, it's just, it's weird. This is weird, okay? You're putting me in a weird position with this question. I'm already getting in trouble with the freaking YouTube. And speaking of trouble with YouTube, and this question was asked, I think, last week, and it was about me as a content creator holding back with all these new rules on YouTube. And I said that I'm always gonna be trying to be as myself as much as possible. That's my goal. It's always everyone's goal. If it seems like I need to change, I guess I do. But at the moment, I'm still new. I'm still fresh. A fresh fish. Even though I am partially like in salt waters. I'm too fresh of a fish, okay? I can do whatever the hell I want. Fuck the system. Anyways, yeah, let's go ahead with another question over here. No, I answered that one. So this is okay. Wait, no. Oh, it's the platonic. Okay, so this one's a bit spicy. This one's a bit spicy, and it may hit some people's emotion. So pay attention to this one. Let's see. It says here, Sain, do you think it's important for guys to have platonic female friends? This question is asked in such a very specific gender-oriented way that it makes it a little bit weird. And the reason, and I'm sorry, weird not in like a negative stigma, but it's just like there's a barrier right there, and the barrier has to do with, like, you know, the gender roles, because it can happen anyways. It can happen from female to male. It can happen guy, woman, etc. All the genders, whatever. But I get it. I get the ratio of it. I get where it's coming from. And my quick answer to this is there shouldn't be a problem, to be honest. There shouldn't be a problem with having your platonic friends. Have you ever had that homie that you love like a little too much, that people are like concerned about you? Girls can be bros too. Well said. That is yeah. Like I said, it shouldn't be a problem at all, depending on what gender you are. So if you're talking about platonic love in general, platonic friendship, that's a thing. Don't let it to get to you emotionally. Someone else asked me about something similar once that I had to do with when do you know that you are breaking the barriers of like not loving them as a friend too much and starting to like them for real? And of course it has to do with how comfortable you are around them in the end. Just don't if it's hurting you, then you know that you may be possibly in love with that person. It shouldn't love you because it shouldn't hurt you. If you love them like a lot, your friend, seeing them succeed or seeing them, you know, be in a relationship, it shouldn't hurt you. Should be rooting for them to do good. Okay. Normalize platonic kissing the homies goodnight. Yeah! Normalize that more often, please. It needs to happen. I'm just happy that we live in a time. I remember back in my days, here goes the boomer to talk about the back in the day. It wasn't as accepted as it is these days. I think things have cooled down a little. It's still like the stigma will forever exist. I don't think there's gonna be able to vanish something like that. But the way a lot of, you know, people are like liking each other as friends, it's getting a little better than it was back in my days. It used to be very strict back then, very, very strict. Anyways, let's see what we have. What do we got here before we go into the main topics? Just scrolling through the Discord. The new year, new community guidelines. Oh yeah, I just discussed that. I'll be forever fresh. Can you elaborate your thoughts about minimalism? I've seen a couple of YouTube channels about it, saying it makes a difference. Ooh, okay, thank you. That's the final question, and I will be answering that in just a bit. Not yet. I actually want to find some pictures and do some justice to this topic, because it makes a whole world of different. I'll even be analyzing like people's anime room. This seems like an excellent idea, but I don't know if I have the community power level to do something like this. Are a lot of you, are you all willing to show me like a picture? And this is not right now. This is for like a future Twitch stream, and you know, with consent of everyone. Are you able to show me like your anime collection, your figure collection, or something like that from an angle that you want, and show me the, you know, the coordination of them? We're not good. Show me, you know, as raw as possible. Like and I wanna analyze that. I wanna analyze people's collection, video game collection, like just the setup or the room setup, whatever you feel comfortable with sharing. And I want to pick those photos in like a thread that I would like to make in Discord sometime, because I've seen other, you know, content creators do that. And one of the recent ones that I saw was CDogVA, aka Connor. And hell, they even did one with Iron Mounts recently, and it was like Christmas setup to how people's decoration were doing, and it's pretty fun. Pretty fun. Even if it's analyzing like one or two pictures, it's a nice conversation piece. You can make it as funny as possible, or you can make it as organized as possible. or as natural as possible. Or if you want to give us all a jump scare, then show us your show us your messy collection of games and anime stuff. But anyways, I'll get into that a little bit later. Right now, I want to touch some important topics that I have here. I have a huge shout out to give. Just today, I was sent a message by a VTuber who was going to do a debut on Tuesday, I believe. No, wait, I think it was tomorrow. Tomorrow, we have them right here. Hopefully, they're watching the stream too. I will be changing the thumbnail here. This is their profile picture, and their name is Vivi Namaiki. Vivi Namaiki. I'll be dropping this one. I'll be dropping this link in the comment section. Let's see if this works. Let me see. Let's hope I can do this quickly. Wait. I'll be dropping this here. So they're gonna be doing a debut tomorrow. They're gonna be making an announcement. The thing that I like about the personality of this person is how unhinged they were. Just by talking to them for a few minutes while I was resting, it was enough for me to tell what kind of personality they had. They have a schedule right here. So yeah, I dropped it in the comment section for y'all to check out. Give them a check out if you're interested in seeing someone's VTuber debuted. Do you remember my VTuber debuted? It was very messy. I wish I could like redo that. Oh yeah, this is also something I've been thinking heavily about this. On May, on the month of May at the beginning, I will be doing I will be doing, you saw nothing. I will be doing a celebration to my VTuber debut. That's a long time from now, but I'm looking forward so much. And it just so happens that during the month that I debuted, it's also Moya Moya Awareness Month. Yeah, that's actually something that I read. For those of you who don't know what Moya Moya is, it is actually the health condition that I have, which has to do with the blood vessels on my brain. This is why I get headaches and I get strokes and epilepsy and all that stuff. So yeah, what a coincidence. The condition that I have is actually on the same month that I debuted. It's on May. So I'll be doing something related to an event like that on the month of May. What is it? Well, I have 6 months to think about that. Right now, I am very busy dealing with the spring cleaning nonsense and all the things that I gotta do. All right, so second topic that I want to talk about, and I want to hear someone screaming here. Hi, hello, welcome. Oh, Zombie Danny, oh my goodness, I remember you. Thank you for following me on Twitter. I remember many of your faces here. Like I said, there's so many people new from Twitter. I appreciate your presence in Twitch and here too. In fact, let me see what I got here. This is the second shout out as well. There we go. That was I was not online all day today, and I have so many new follows on Twitter. Which in fact, I'm so happy to say that I managed to reach the goal of 400 followers on Twitch. Woo! That's awesome. I didn't think I would do that so early, to be honest. I said already that one of my New Year's resolutions is having at least 500 to 1,000 followers on Twitch, and I didn't think I would do it so fast. That was like pretty cool. I mean, I haven't reached the 500, but I'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there for sure. You need to clean. This is from Jose's comment. You need to clean your Super SainCisco figure and reorganize your MLP and other themes. Nice. Make sure you clean them very well, okay? Take out all the stickiness out of them before you show them in a picture. I'm joking. Anyways, okay. So, okay, no more holding back. What music, please? Let me shut down the music for 1 second. Okay, let me say this clear. This week, I have a schedule, and that schedule is the following. I have not made a picture. After the stream or tomorrow, I will make a schedule and post it on Discord and on Twitter. I will be back to making schedules. Okay. Let me stand right here. On Tuesday, Tuesday night, we may have a guest on Twitch, and yeah, look forward to that. I'll be writing about that tomorrow night. I'll be having a guest night. On Thursday, I'll be playing a game. I will be playing a game that has been demanded that I play. Can anybody take a guess on the chat? What game is SainCisco going to play? What is one of the most highly requested games that SainCisco has been asked to play? I know I've been told to not play Get Jiggy Back. I've been told to not play any more gacha games. And I have the photo right here. I'm going to be slowly zooming. I have evidence of owning the game. Drum roll, please. A Mega Man game? You know what? You're not completely wrong, because I do have to play some Mega Man games. But that's not the one that I'm going to play. And here is the evidence. Photograph and everything. Nothing to hide. I am afraid of showing you this. This photo is cursed as hell. Okay? 1, 2. No! Anything but that! No! Keep it away from me, please! No! No! Fuck you, Gato! Fuck you! Fuck you, Gato! For bringing this shit into existence! I am angry, but I gotta do it. I gotta play it. So this is the story that happened in a random ass stream last year in December, that I said, oh yeah, I need to find them. I need to find the game first and buy it physically. And then all of a sudden, SainCisco, didn't you like buy it on Black Friday? And it's like, holy shit, I did. It cost me like $5 on GameStop. So I have a copy of Balan Wonderland, fucking sealed, and I've had it for like over a month almost, and I didn't even remember. It's bullshit. This game manifested its way into existence in my fucking room. And in order to break this curse game, I have to finish it. I have to play this game. Fuck you, Gato, for manifesting the existence of this game in my fucking room. I am going to beat you, and I'm going to beat the game too. Okay. That's enough of that nonsense. So yeah, like I said, Thursday night. Mark your calendars if you want to see me suffer. Probably around 8:30 EST. That's the time that I'll be playing Balan to Wonderland. I'm gonna keep calling it Wonderland. I know it's Wonderworld, but Wonderland sounds a lot better to me. There's a lot of not so positive reviews I'm seeing. Yeah, the game is cursed. It's a little cringe. It sucks because I like the main character, like how it looks, and you guys remind me of Nights, and Nights is amazing. Anyways, that's the 2 days of my schedule that I'll be streaming. So Tuesday, possible guest. Thursday, Balan to Wonderworld, and the next day it's gonna be on Friday. Let me look at my schedule again here. Friday, no wait, hold up. I'm gonna make the schedule after the stream, and I'm gonna post it. And that is Saturday, possible multiple guests. I'm gonna see if I can have multiple guests. I'll be making some posts about that in the future. I don't like to make them too early, just in case there have to be some changes. But you know, midway through the week, I'll be showing who are the guests that are gonna be available on Saturday night. And I'll be doing VTuber interviews. If you don't know this, aside from doing podcasts and playing random games, I also do interviews to VTubers or other content creators. Whoever wants to participate, that I ask them. It's a small project that I started when I debuted it, and I love it. It's probably one of my favorite things ever. Yeah, join them. You can participate, or you can watch all those episodes here on youtube.com SainCisco, I believe. I think I have to fix my URL. But anyways, yeah, those are the 3 days that I'm definitely gonna be streaming on Twitch. And of course, Sunday Sunday podcast every Sunday. Yeah. Little Nubbles of Mudkip, aka Clotsire. Oh, I see. You're talking about Pokemon now. Pokemon. If y'all don't know it, I finished Pokemon by the end of the year. I think I said this already in my previous podcast. I was actually playing Pokemon literally before the stream, and I caught a shiny. I caught a shiny Golduck. It was just literally just walking. I wasn't even looking for it. Nice. So I have 2 shiny Pokemon. I have Fleshling, and I have shiny Golduck. Hog. I want a shiny Psyduck. Shiny Psyduck is so cute. It's blue. Balance isn't even the main character. I get it. We'll be discussing balance stuff. Let me see if I can create a special layout for the stream, because I do have 2 layouts. I have this one to promote the podcast, and I have this one that is specifically for gaming, that you see here. And I want to create a special layout just for that that night. Let's see what we can come up with. All right, we're midway through the show. It's time for a special announcement. Let me remind you all as well that aside from supporting me by watching my YouTube videos, I'm on Twitch, and I also want to thank all the people who follow me and subscribe. I got some subscribe that I didn't. There was so much going on this weekend that I forgot to thank the people who subscribed to my Twitch channel. So I appreciate you all for doing that. And speaking of support, let me move it just right here. Don't forget that I also have some links in the description for everything related to your support. And yeah, I also have a throne in which you can also check out things that I may be interested on, and you may also support there. You can also read some of the prior descriptions, and I can send them to you personally what I'm doing. So yeah, that's that. And this is the Twitter. I can close this window. You can close these 2 windows. That was just the small thing that I wanted to say. Just a reminder, if you want to support the show, you want to support this podcast, you want to support all the shenanigans that I do as a VTuber, my artwork, I will be doing all that soon. And yeah, speaking of artwork, I actually during the week I got the tablet. I got the tablet that was funded by Throne, and I am so happy that I cried. I tried making a stream at the beginning of the week, but I got help from my Discord, and they were told that in order for me to use the appropriate amount of monitors that I want to use, I need to have a new cable. So I'm waiting for that cable that I bought. I'll be having those soon, and yeah. That's I'm gonna be having some art streams possibly next week. If there are no guests this Saturday, I'll be doing art stream because I'm very looking forward to it. I'm already using the tablet. It is wonderful. I fucking love it. I'm learning to use it. I'm searching for more programs that I can use with it, like multiple programs. I'm even gonna use it to upgrade my V-Ray models. So In-SAIN is gonna have a whole entire makeup by February. February is possibly gonna be another one of those months that In-SAIN is gonna be taking over the Twitch channel. So look forward to that. All right, what do we got here right now? Let's see. Let me look at the board. We have anime and gaming topics. We usually dabble on them. Has anybody here been watching any anime of the seasonal anime? I have been a little off. Boshi the Rock ended last month, and I'm still trying to find my existence in life. I am so sad that Boshi the Rock ended. How can I? Someone offered me to watch another new slice of life, and I'm like, how can I replace Boshi the Rock? Please don't do this to me. I can't replace Boshi the Rock so soon. Please. It's too early for me to replace Boshi. And aside from that, Iruma-kun is kind of like in a halt. I've been watching Iruma-kun. But there's a lot of news. I know a lot of new anime coming soon. Oh yeah, today the new Trigon episode just aired. There's been like mixed feelings about it. One of the things that suck about it is that the Milin, the character Milin, something like that, the tall girl with the brown hair, she's not in the anime, in the new Trigon adaptation. And that sucks because she's such a sweetheart. What were they thinking? Oh my god. But aside from that, the animation doesn't look bad. It's pretty cool. They're going for this CG that looks like 2D, and the action is okay. It's a lot of mixed feelings. You just started watching Boshi the Rock? I hope you enjoy it as much as I did. I hope there's a new episode of Boshi soon. There's not gonna be. Copium! Don't expect it. It's not gonna happen. We're all crying for Mochi the Rock. You're not gonna be getting a new episode anytime soon. Okay? Alright, alright. Why am I getting so many notifications? Who are these people? So yeah, that's pretty much the topic when it comes to anime. I've been a little cooling now. I've been way too busy with VTuber things. And wait, that's not the right one. That's not the right command for that. Very busy, anime stuff, yada yada. Gaming, I've been playing a lot of Pokemon. Been trying to catch up with Genshin Impact. I feel like I'm almost up to date. But watch it, there'll be like a gigantic update, and I'll be outdated once again. It's not that bad. There was a new Genshin Impact Direct. There was a controversy over a new character called Yao Yao. Genshin Impact is trolling the Genshin Impact community on Twitter by calling it's a little girl. It's a little Genshin is known by the little girl characters, okay, infamously, but they don't look that bad. For anyone who has never seen the game, the characters don't even look bad. It's just the people who are creepy about it. However, the new character descriptions calls her, she's a smart little adult. They specifically use those words. They said Yao Yao, it's a smart little adult. And it's like, you could not be joking with that. They straight up just said those words, and people were going, of course they would say something like that. It's Genshin. It's MiHoYo. It's Hoyo Lab, whatever the hell it is. Oh yeah, thank you. There's a new the new Nier Automata the Nier anime is also available, I think. And I have not watched it, but I've heard some mostly positive reviews. And Bofuri is around the corner. Thank you for the reminder. Bofuri is another isekai for those who don't, who are mixed on isekai. It's not that bad. It's junk anime. We love our junk food, okay? It's easily digestible anime. Wow, this is so much happened. I just been zoning off. I know one of the things that happened. You forgot about Bofuri. You love it. Yeah, I've heard about that. I saw Bofuri last year, and it's pretty good. It's okay. And I like more like the. Okay, so both my small review of Bofuri is like, I like the middle. I like it until like halfway through the anime. The second half, it felt like she was so OP, and I know that's the joke, but it wasn't even funny. Like in the end, it was like, okay, she beats everyone. The end. Mary Sue type of ending. I was not too fan of it. One of the things that I had in mind to do is a dedicated stream to like ranking anime and doing stuff like that, but I don't think I'm qualified to do stuff like that. I was gonna check my anime list. I've been having that plan ever since I began being a streamer and a VTuber. Like going to my anime list and actually creating my anime list. I don't have my anime list account. Maybe we'll do an activity like that whenever it seems fitting. If I feel like it, I'll just be like, yo, today I'm gonna be opening my anime list, and I'll be ranking animes, some of my favorites. So you can watch that on Twitch, probably. Whenever I say so, but I'm going to be doing it this year for sure. Yeah, let's oh god, this topic. I wanted to avoid it, but I'm just gonna say it because it's everywhere. I am sure that some of you, whoever the hell here cares about Logan Paul, it's literally being plastered everywhere. Holy crap, there's no avoiding it. So there's this really gigantic controversy with Logan Paul right now going on because of he was as usual doing some type of shady scam, something like that, allegedly. And as well as I've heard from some of the YouTuber channels is that Logan Paul had this crypto game called Crypto Zoo. It's like it's not even a game, it's just like a JPEG simulator. It's like it's gacha. It's fucking gacha, but crypto. So you buy eggs, you buy JPEGs of eggs, you let them hatch, you can fuse them and sell them for more crypto. But apparently the eggs weren't like hatching. There's people who got scammed like hundreds of thousands of dollars in total, something like that. And right now there's some guy who did called Coffee Sela. He did a documentary explaining everything, and showing proof that Logan Paul was scamming everyone, and Logan Paul threatened to sue the person. And apparently until this week, Logan Paul said, I am sorry, I'm not gonna sue you. I want to do an apology. So stupid. There's always some bullshit with these big YouTubers. Speaking of big YouTubers, this is not news, but this is something personal that I saw, and I don't want to like make fun of like, oh my god, there's no way to cool this down. So do you all, I think I said this on stream yesterday. Do y'all know who iShowSpeed is? Is this also this YouTuber who's very loud, and he's infamously known for doing shady Minecraft stuff or Roblox or whatever. But he's just one of those like sumer humor, extreme sumer humor. He's been in a lot of trouble lately, and it just so happens that the other day I was at a store and I saw a kid wearing that shirt, and I always wonder myself, do the parents know what they're letting their kids watch? It's like, I know this is super random, but just the fact that I saw like a literal like 9-year-old, 10-year-old with an iShowSpeed shirt, it just says a lot about the type of audience he's just like thinking on. When I saw that kid, I was like, yep, this is the demographic that's giving that person like millions of views. Am I a jealous little bitch? Yes, I am. But the most important thing is, why are the fucking kids watching that shit? He's always like cursing or saying some slurs or something. He's always on that shocking humor. You're saying, yes, that is the guy who lit firework off in his house. That video was wild. That was pretty fun. Of course, all those videos are, of course, manufactured, but he has that sense of humor that it can be funny at times, because that was legitimately funny, the firework thing. But at the same time, you can tell that it's super exaggerated. It's like YouTuber sumer humor. Anyway, that's enough about talking about that person. I don't know. I just mentioning it because it's just surprising seeing the demographic live instead of in the internet. Yeah, let's talk about minimalism. Let's talk about the main topic of this episode. Let me see if I can find some proper pictures that I wanted to show, because this is let's see, let me close this one. Let me open something here. Okay. My experiences with minimalism, and this is the question that I've been asked on the mailbag that I want to take into account. And the reason I'm giving this so much attention is because I love this topic, because I've been into this for the past, I want to say 2 years. For 2 years I've been involved, like either listening to topics about it or practicing some methods about it, because of unfortunate events, of course. But if y'all don't know it, and this is a confession from me, I am a bit of a hoarder. I'm a hoarder, but not like those shocking hoarders that you see on like television. Like, look at this house that has like hundreds of bottles of trash everywhere and they don't throw anything away. No, I'm not like that. I just like collecting stuff. I like collecting everything, to the point that it's like, why am I even collecting this kind of thing? And I just collect it because I grew up in an atmosphere that I didn't have much monetary income next to me, but I've always managed to find a way to get things cheap, and I had a problem parting with them. I did at one time parted with a lot of my collector items, but not so bad, because I had to move, or either because some like weather thing that damaged everything. And this is how minimalism inflicted my life, in a positive and in a negative way. So let's talk about the negative first. The negative is that, like I said, I have too much stuff with me, and I get to the point that sometimes I collect like the most mundane thing. Sentimental value? Probably, but sometimes it's absolutely junk. I have, and I will show this on Discord, I have a portfolio. Like, you know those binders that they sell for school? It's a portfolio that I created that has either GameStop flyers. You know those flyers that you see like at the beginning of the store like choppers, like the choppers, like the paper choppers, as they call it in some places. I have a bunch of them, and it's not like a ridiculous amount. It's just some of them that have like really cool pictures. When I was a kid, I used to collect like magazines, and I like to keep like the pictures that I like. And I always, instead of like keeping them around in a drawer, I've always kept them in like a binder, kind of like a memory book. Like a memory book. I have so many memory books. So I have an entire drawer filled with like memory books. Let's say that you open a wrap-up like a booster pack of Pokemon. Yeah, but this is more viable. You know, this has an explanation. There's people who collect the cards, but there's not many people who collect the booster pack. Sometimes I used to collect like at least one of each booster pack back in the day, and I used to keep them. And sometimes I just like either tape them to my notebooks or tape them to like the binder or kept them. I just didn't want to get rid of stuff like that because it was pretty, it was well made, it actually looked aesthetically appealing, and I have way too many of that stuff. Sometimes I wanted to dream of owning like a place where I wanted to own at least one figure of every cartoon or anime that I've ever watched. And then I got to the point that it got so bad with me that I had figures of anime that I've only watched like once, and I like them, but I don't want to appreciate them. Yeah, like a scrapbook. I like making scrapbooks, but I have to stop that because it can be a little messy. Like my drawers, I have drawers filled with like a lot of junk. Nothing is ever on the floor. I am not a disgusting person. In fact, I am very clean, by the way. My mom has always been disciplining me on that. Trust me, being Hispanic, being Latin American, my mom made sure to discipline me on all that stuff. But yeah, and these days I'm starting to part away with them. I'm little by little, I'm either selling it, throwing it away, or doing stuff like that. You know the Pokemon tin cans? Before I moved to the US, I had literally like over 50 tin cans in one corner of a house. They were empty. Some of them were starting to get moldy. Not moldy, there's rusty, because the old Pokemon tin cans were made with this very poor aluminum that it was just getting rusty really fast. So these days I am just like not keeping them so much. I either keep them. Right now I do have a collection of tin cans like behind me, but it's not like an absurd amount. It's just like 6 to 5 or 8. I don't know. Let me check. I'm gonna look behind me. Okay, 8. I have 8 tin cans behind me. So what I do with those, since I have a small gig where I sell like Pokemon cards, if I'm going to chip them, I just chip them in there. So I have a reason to keep them. It's not like I have them just sitting in there for nothing. And I never lived in a place where I could be able to display them properly. I've always wished I did, but I never had until now. Now I live in a place that I like very much, and I even have my own like office here that I used to display some nice stuff. I like collecting plushies, and I have to cool down on that. I have way too many plushies, and I have to part with some of them. I have to part with a lot of them. People offer me like plushies and stuff like that because I love them, and I always accept them. If it's something that is gifted, it's probably very difficult for me to part with. And yeah, it wasn't until long ago that I found a hobby shop that was able to accept a lot of those items. Like they accepted like either when I was a brony, they accepted a lot of it. I parted with so many like Monster High dolls and My Little Pony figures and My Little Pony cards, stuff that I had that I can't have. I started doing this even before my condition hit really hard, and the condition that I have forced me to part with a lot of this stuff, especially the Pokemon cards, and that one hurts me the most because I had to sell a lot of Pokemon cards. I had to condense my collection, and I'm doing it just little by little, just slowly parting away with them. I think the most difficult thing to part with right now is probably the video game stuff. I have a lot of video games because I prefer physical. You're saying you're guilty? Let me read some of the comments here. Guilty of keeping stuff in the drawers. There's some trash in there, throw away soon. I get it. I still have my Inuyasha Susumaru plushie from like 2005. Me too! I do have one that is like almost from like 2005. I loved it so much. I got that plushie at a PacSun in the mall. Damn, that was such a good memory. And I still have it. It's right now, it's in one of the storage. When I bring it here to the US, I'm gonna obviously display it nicely. I'm gonna keep that one, of course. But other plushies, I'm starting to slowly part away with them. It hurts. There was one time that I even cried about when I was parting with all that stuff. But how is this all related to minimalism and spring cleaning? Well, definitely the spring cleaning is with the cleaning part, is like literally right there in the name. The minimalism, however, what is the definition of minimalism according to whatever place that I'm looking at? It says here, what is minimalism? Minimalism is a tool that can assist you in finding freedom. Freedom of fear, freedom of worry, freedom of overwhelming, freedom of guilt. That's not a way too dramatic. I'm gonna seriously just condense that to showing you this photo that may or not. Okay, so here we go. Let me put this photo right here on our window. It's not on the window. Hello? Why is Opera GX so weird? There's two types of minimalism. There's some minimalism that's just a little bit uncanny, and there's also minimalism that is just right. And in the comment that I got here on my mailbag, it's been said that some YouTube channels saying that it makes a difference. So yeah, look at these pictures of minimalism. Minimalism is simplicity. I talked about last week something called decision fatigue. Decision fatigue is when you, let's say for example, you wake up, you make decisions every time. Even if it's like the smallest thing, you're making a decision for it. And when you do that, you may get exhausted. Sometimes like the most mundane decision, like, oh, what type of Dorito am I gonna have? It's gonna be like a headache. Or where am I gonna eat? I don't know. Sometimes you may be going through decision fatigue. You used up all your decision points through the day. It's not exactly how it works. You don't really have like an HP bar. But you get it. It can get exhausting. So even like thinking about what to wear. So there's people who live like this. They live in an almost empty house and almost with nothing on it, and it benefits their lifestyle. They just live to work and they got almost nothing on there. Some people are very like snobby about minimalism, like, oh, true minimalism, you should have nothing, like barely any clothes, barely any color clothes. It's like that's exhausting. And I would never be like that, to be honest. I can't. One time I gave it an attempt. I love wearing graphic tees. Graphic tees is, you know, like my chair with anime stuff on it, and I did not like it. I felt like I looked down and it was boring. It was boring as hell. It was giving me a headache. So what I do is I go by codes. I'm not really deep into minimalism now, but right now what I'm doing is like I have a specific bookshelf, and if it doesn't fit in these bookshelves, it's gonna go away. It gotta go. It cannot fit. And sometimes I'm learning to part with things. I ask myself, I grab an item and I say, is this something that I'm satisfied with how long I own it? And if it's a yes, then I part with it. Either, like I said, either sell it online, sell it on eBay, sell it on Mercari, or sell it anywhere. That's pretty much what I've been doing lately, and just trying to part with stuff. However, I'm gonna talk about, I think even someone like PewDiePie talk about minimalism and how it helps and how it doesn't help. Some of these houses look just downright creepy. There's a lot of big celebrities, like big YouTubers or big musicians. They own these big houses, and they're just uncanny to look at. Like, you know, sometimes they do like showing my crib, and it's just one giant empty hall, like a fucking terrible video game design. So yeah, that's the part where it just gets uncanny. And it makes sense for people that are big content creators, because they may get they may live a lifestyle that inquires them to move very often or not be at their home. So why would you own all that stuff from the first place? You know, what if they get like dogs and they want to make sure that they move away from that place? Something like that. It's just something that they should keep in mind. Once they earn a certain amount of money, this is something that I've heard. There's people that they make so much money that collecting isn't a goal anymore. It just feels like a burden. So they have to like go back down. In order for them to stay being happy, they just gotta get rid of stuff. Instead of it's ironic, isn't it? We want money to get stuff, but once we reach the end goal, you're gonna be satisfied and you're gonna want to part away with it. The journey was more fun than the destination, huh? It happens. It can happen. I mean, I guess being in the position like I said earlier, someone who grew up in Puerto Rico, like not much income, this is why I probably yearn to have so much stuff. And sometimes it's a little useless, but I love it. I love my junk. I love sleeping in a crowded bed with a lot of plushies and pillows. Yeah, I like this topic of minimalism. I actually listened to a podcast called The Minimalist, and even though I listen to it most of the time, I do not recommend it as a source of minimalism, because you always gotta find your own path when it comes to minimalism. You're gonna make a hot pocket. Anybody want one? Yes, please. I am hungry. I want one. I actually ate a hot pocket yesterday. It was a cheese and steak. It was terrible. Anyways, like I said, these podcasts are not really recommended because as a source for your own minimalism. It's good to learn from them, but it's not a good source to look for your own path of minimalism. One of the topics that I can combine is also the physical media. There's a lot of people that are afraid of losing their physical games, physical DVDs, because digital copies and companies are being very strict lately. So you want to learn, you want to keep somewhere all the physical media. That's not going with you to the grave, Collect what you can, be satisfied with it, but don't let it be a burden on your head. Appreciate the journey as much as you can of collecting all that stuff. That's pretty much what I can say about that. You gotta find your own path to how much of a minimalist do you want to be? How much do you want to part with? How much do you want to keep? Sometimes less is more, and it looks better. Sometimes the one shelf looks better with one theme item, and instead of 100 items, that would not look good. Just keep that in mind when decorating your next anime collection figure spot, or anything that you collect, little cars, gunpla, literally anything. Keep that in mind and see how much is too much and how much is too ugly. And if it's a lot, sometimes a lot looks nice. It depends. If I look like anime figure collections on Google, oh my god, I hope nothing happens. No, I hope nothing happens. It's a good feedback. Let me see, anime figure collection. I'm doing this unsecure, unfiltered right here. Okay, if we see some of the pictures here, look at this desk right here. Open image in new tab. This is a gigantic mess right here. Let me move to the side and zoom that. I don't want to criticize this person in a harsh way, but this is a little bit messy. It looked cute to look probably from close distance, but from far away, you cannot tell what the hell is that. There's a lot of cool items in there too. There's Yotsuba, there's JoJo, a lot of cool things in here. But it's a little bit messy. Maybe they're just showing this and it's not really their final display. There's no theme. Why the hell is there that one ugly painting of Jesus in the back? This must be a meme of some sort. It's a little uncanny to look at. The more you look at it, the weirder it gets. Let's just zoom that closer. See what I mean? Can't quite tell what it is. These IKEA shelves are wonderful. The IKEA shelves, they're pretty good. Those bookshelves that they sell in Walmart are also pretty good. This is nice. This one here, let me see if I can open it. If this is the only thing that this person owns, this is pretty good. Everything is like almost uniform. Even if it's not the same series, you can see a theme in here. It's a lot of statues. Sometimes I prefer articulated figures. It depends on my mood. Or the characters. Ah! Where's my chat? There we go. Yeah, the ones with the glass shell are great. Well, I got two, kind of. Yeah, I have like 3 of them. I almost feel like getting more, to be honest. Let's see what else I got here. What else can I see here? This is pretty cute. It may be Nendoroid. Whatever you do, don't get Funko Pop. Don't be like me. I'm parting away with most of my Funko Pop. Funko Pop collection. Holy shit. I'm gonna Google that right now and see what appears. Even okay, this is a little bit of a hot take. This one looks a little bit messy on the surface, but I can see some themes in here. And this actually doesn't look so bad. If this person has limited space, this actually legitimately looks good. Because it's not all over the house. It's just one cube organizer with themes. I actually have 3 of these Cardcaptor figures in my living room. You prefer the Plamo? You Funko Pops? I getcha. But yeah, just learn how to display stuff. You can own a lot. It's not a problem with owning like literally everything you want in your life. Be happy, enjoy your trophies. They are signs of your success. But just, you know, don't make it a burden on you. And don't make it a burden on other people's if you live with someone else. This is just what I wanted to talk about. This is why this topic is very important to me in an emotional level, in a physical level, in all kinds of ways. Oh yeah, let's keep that window once there again. Anyways, we're ending the poll right now. The question was, have you ever done spring cleaning? Like ever? It's a surprising almost 50-50 result. That is amazing, actually. I did not expect that kind of result. Let's see. Yeah, let's end it right there. 50-50. Pog. That makes sense. Honestly, the 50-50 on spring cleaning makes sense. It's okay to not do big projects at the beginning of the year. Don't put pressure on yourself. You can periodically take these plans. Like I've told you, I've been on this minimalist journey for about 2 years. Because I have way too much and it's difficult for me to part with. I can't even tell you so many stories about it, but I'm not gonna do that today. If you want to listen to me say random stories or some random nonsense, go to Twitch. I tell them there all the time while I'm just playing stuff or playing random stuff. I always share whatever's going on in my brain. This big brain of mine. Yes, your plans for this year should be to, of course, improve your quality of life. That's always my suggestion. Every time you want to go to your bed, you want to go comfy. Try get some nice pillows. Even if they're cheap, just get some nice ones. Get rid of that stinky pillow, please. No more stinky pillows. Improve your life. You can get one for like $4 or $3 at Walmart. They'll make a difference, trust me. My pillows don't smell like fish. I try to make them not smell like fish. It's difficult. Anyways, what is SainCisco doing this week? I already mentioned. Don't forget the schedule. Tuesday, possible guest or just chill stream. Thursday, the cursed game, Battle into Wonderworld. And on Saturday, another big possible guest or multiple guests, depending on my energy. Anyways, that'll be all for tonight in the In-SAIN podcast. Thank you so much to all the amazing new followers on Twitter. You have all been very amazing. I'm meeting so many of you. Be very considerate of sending me messages, by the way. I can only answer so many of them, and I don't want to be rude. That's one of my biggest weaknesses when it comes to me. I've been told to not reply to everybody that sends me a message, but sometimes I do, and I do it because I want to be clear. I like to be honest. I like to give feedback on why I can't answer you. Everything. I even have this default picture that will answer everyone's question. Yeah, but anyways, more of that later. I got more topics to talk about. And let me end it like this as well. I've been asked about this. I didn't think I was gonna bring it into light, but I love my little community on Discord, and I love my little community that I'm having right around, like the typical comments. I am not someone who's afraid to unplug someone from my socials, because my mother was the one who taught me to cut toxic relationships as soon as possible. She even cut it with her own mother. So why I should learn that? I should be applying that to my own life. Even if one of my regulars is misbehaving, I'll be on that stuff and I'll take care of it as best as possible. Probably give them a talk and probably tell them why. But please just behave on Discord, behave everywhere, and enjoy. The Discord is there for many of you to enjoy your hobbies and chat about all that. Thank you so much for everyone participating here. Don't forget to hit a like before you go and leave a comment too. Tell everyone how much you like this podcast. Anyways, see ya all during the week. Bye bye. Respect yourself. Well said, Danny. Well said. Bye bye, y'all. Bye bye. Thank you for showing up here. I appreciate all of you. See ya on the next stream. Probably gonna be the cursed one. Days like these. I'm just reading the comments. I'm too attached to many of you. No. Okay, everyone. Bye bye for now. Take care. Don't overwhelm yourself.